One Source Trucks in Burkeville, Virginia. Gonna be doing some more demonstration videos. It has been super cloudy and we just got a moment of sun, so we're doing it. We're just gonna rock this out. The phone number to call or text is 804-928-9099. And the website is onesourcetrucks.com. Today we're gonna be looking at this absolutely gorgeous, why do I still own it? Somebody needs to put this truck in service. 61 foot High Ranger bucket truck. Let me tell you, like, so much to talk about on this truck. I made a cheat sheet, and if you know me, I never make a cheat sheet. My vehicles are like my babies, and I know everything about them, and this one has so much, I know I would forget something if I didn't make a list. So, 61 foot High Ranger, 2-person, 700-pound bucket. Now, when they do these the height measurements, they do it assuming a 5-foot operator. So if you're 6 feet tall, you're actually getting 62 feet of functional height. This is a 2002 model chassis with 65,000 miles. 65,000, true, original, one owner, right here in Central Virginia. Sweet, sweet, low miles. We don't go super high with the bucket when we do these demo videos, because what ends up happening is, to keep the bucket in the frame, you're basically just looking at the bucket in the air. It's not super useful. So we don't go up crazy high with it. But it is a fully articulating boom. That boom is gonna go all the way around, fully articulating. I'm not sure if Thomas has shown that or not, but I'll make sure we get that in the video. It is a 7.6 pre-emission international motor. So what that means is, like, just about anybody can work on this unit. Nothing special, nothing complicated, no super unique software needed like on a Mercedes motor or something like that. I mean, we're talking like the same engine that everyone has known and loved for decades. Pairs with an Allison automatic transmission, so anybody can drive it, myself included. And just a super practical, super good unit. Now, if you follow my website or my inventory at all, you might think, haven't I seen this truck before, and didn't it used to be orange? Yes and yes. That was the only reason I could figure that this truck was still sitting on my yard, was the paint was a little tired looking. So we went ahead and freshened it up purely for cosmetic reasons. I'm gonna make sure that I get up underneath the truck. I'm gonna make sure that I show you the nooks and crannies. I'm gonna make sure that you realize that nothing about the paint on this truck was anything other than just improving the way that it looks cosmetically. So let's go ahead and start showing some of that. Thomas, you wanna open these? Hey Thomas, you wanna open these compartments for me? These are fully hydraulic stabilizers, AKA outriggers. So you're gonna operate those from the back of the unit, basically push of a button. Let me show you why you wanna buy a truck from us here in Virginia. That is under the cab. If you know internationals and all, you know that if they're gonna start rusting, that's the spot that it's gonna start. All of your compartments are in great shape. The areas where they were in really good condition, we left them alone. If the paint was good and solid and everything, we left them. Hopefully you can see that. It says SO. It's a High Ranger 56C55. Your serial number and everything is right there. You got compartments and other things. And like I said, we did not paint this because we were hiding any sort of problems. Like that right there, that is solid, 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 completely structurally sound metal. Same thing here. Probably could be wiped out. Okay, probably could have wiped it out a little better. But you're dealing with completely structurally sound metal. So when you look at these, a lot of times this will be the cabinet that will often hold water or that will rot out because it's back here behind this wheel well. So when you've got issues where trucks have been in inclement weather, those back tires are gonna kick up, you know, salt and grime and stuff like that from the back wheels into that compartment. And as you can see on this unit, it has none of that. None, absolutely zero. So here are your rear controls, and you can see push for tower, push for tools, things like that. All right, there's a lot going on in this truck. So if I forget some things, sorry, apologies. You have hydraulic tool lines. Let's see, what am I forgetting back here, Thomas? Like, is there anything in here that I'm forgetting? Let me show you this chassis. Look at that, y'all. That is why you buy trucks from here in Central Virginia. No rust whatsoever. It does have a non-skid, texturized coating back here on this part of it. You have locks on all of your compartments, and then you've got that extra padlock lock that runs between all your boxes. I have a hydraulic specialist that comes in and actually goes through every unit that I have that has hydraulic lines or cylinder on it, and he checks everything for leaks. He makes sure that nothing needs to be repacked. And this truck got a clean bill of health. We haven't had to do any sort of hydraulic line repairs. We haven't had to repack the cylinder. Not a big deal if we did. I would do it. I've got 2 cylinders right now that I sent off to get repacked. So I have no reservation in the world about doing that. But this truck just hasn't needed it. We do not paint the upper boom areas, just out of policy. We don't paint any of that. We only paint the lower boom section, and we don't even do the whole thing. You can see where we broke, and we don't just go in and spray the whole thing. So this is probably about, I would say, if you were going to outsource this was probably what would cost in the $9,500 to $12,000 price range if you were going to take this truck to a shop and have it painted. We took the cage off and painted that. That ensured that we were able to get a good layer of paint on the top of the cab as well as on that rack. We also took the doors off and we painted the inside of the doors. So yes, we painted this truck for cosmetic reasons. And yes, we did it better than a $2,500, it looks good across the street kind of paint job. We did this truck, in my opinion, my guys even took it a little further than they needed to. So again, very structurally sound interior compartments. You've got drawers and you've got compartments and you've got little shelves, all sorts of extra little bonuses here. There are no leaks. There is no seepage. This truck sits in the same position. It does not puddle underneath it. You've got great, big, thick, meaty tires. We take everything in for a Virginia State Safety Inspection, which is pretty similar to DOT. Like, I sell so many trucks out of state because the Virginia State Safety Inspection process, which PS, not done here at my yard, done at a completely independent third-party facility that is regulated by the state police, is very rigorous. They look at things from suspension, tires, brakes, lights. Pretty much if it's on the unit, it has to function. And this truck actually passed in April. So you can see again, we did not just paint the outside. We took the doors off and painted that. We did a really thorough job on your cage. We did the door jamb. So when you open the door, the only place you're seeing any orange left is just this little area here. Look, if that's a deal breaker for you and you want that painted white, you let me know. I'll get it white. Or I'll do it black. Or I'll do it brown. You want a hot pink? I'll paint it whatever color you want. But I don't think that's the kind of thing that's really necessary. But when you pull up on a job in this truck, you know, the inside of the door that opens up that customers may see, that's white. And I feel like that's important. Just clicked 65,000 miles. It is over 100 degrees today here, y'all. Over 100 degrees, and this 2002 model truck, every gauge is reading just exactly like it should. She starts right up. Everything works. The PTO doesn't make any excessive noise. The hydraulic hydraulic cylinder does not leak. I mean, this is a sweet part of a truck. Relatively recent inspections there. 3-person bench seat. That's just a little info sheet that we keep in the truck. So 3-person bench seat. I'm gonna get in on some of these. Hopefully those zoom in for you. Measurements about this truck. It has a cab to axle of 8'8". I don't know why anyone would care, but if that's relevant measurement. Wheelbase is 14 foot 2 inches. Your overall length is 25 feet 4 inches, and your overall height is 12 feet. I feel like that one's pretty significant because if you're going to have this thing, you're going to have it hauled or towed. Which I will tell you, if you're looking at having this transported, you're interested in buying it from out of state, the cost of transport has become far more reasonable. The last 3 or 4 units that we've had shipped, when I've gotten the quotes, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Those numbers are starting to come down and be far more reasonable than what we've been experiencing recently. So let me just give this one more quick rundown. This is a 2002 International High Ranger, 61 foot operating height, fully articulating 2-person 700-pound bucket truck. Your side reach is 37 feet 8 inches. You got arms, let's call it 38 feet. The current GVWR is 33,000 pounds. And listen, y'all, I'm gonna call this truck a clean Carfax because it is a one owner Carfax that shows an accident but no damage. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call it a clean Carfax. It was in a little bump. It was a municipality vehicle. Somebody called something in. It got reported to Carfax, but it also states no damage. It is a one owner clean title as well. Current state inspection valid until April of 2025. So you're good for a full year. Gosh, I think that's everything. 7.6 pre-emission. Let's talk about that. Let's not forget that. No DPF, no DEF, no extra fluid, no extra emission filter, none of that nonsense to cost you money, slow you down, or take the truck out of service. Like, this is what everybody wants. This is the 7.6 Allison automatic combo. Tested, tried, true, everyone's favorite, with 65,000 miles. This truck is a dinosaur. Get it before they don't exist anymore. The phone number to call or text is 804-928-9099. That's gonna go directly to my cell phone. You're gonna reach me about 18 hours a day. I sleep a little. Or onesourcetrucks.com is the website. I know these videos get long and boring, so I put all of this information in the description of the ad and on my website. So if you are interested in this truck or anything else, keep in mind I keep lots of specialty vehicles around. I have fire trucks, I have trolleys, I have buses, I have school buses, I have charter buses, I have dump trucks, I have grapple trucks, I have leaf collection trucks. I have just about everything that you can think of in terms of a specialty piece of apparatus. I even have a digger derrick, a slightly older unit that's very functional that's going to become available in the next couple of weeks as well. So if there's something in particular that you're looking for or you have any questions or comments, please give me the pleasure of reaching out and seeing if there's anything we can do to help you.